Well, hey there, YouTube. PD Two Finger here. We're going to test this amp out. So I've got a Carl Martin Plexitone, which is like 2 gain stages and a boost. And then this here is a splitter that I built to use to split the signal to send one channel to a modeling rig with a stereo PA, and then this amp is mono with the single 12. So it's got a spring reverb. Now, there is a bit of a hum with that spring reverb. I've got it up kind of high right now. I need to turn the internal trimmer down a bit. So yeah, that's just the amp's gain. I've got the bass. Everything's pretty much dimed except the bass. Now we can try the Plexitone. Turn the power on. Bass up. Everything's dimed on the EQ, so it's not really bright. It really isn't. So yeah, I'm super happy with it. You don't really need a pedal. I can get enough gain for the idea of what this amp is supposed to do, which is be a dry amp, which means no effect. It's just supposed to have not so much a lot of distortion or effect. So the spring reverb is just there to give it a little something, just a little bit of, so it's not so dry. I need to adjust that spring reverb. I also, I need to play with the biasing a little bit. I think I can maybe get a little bit more out of it, maybe. Not that it needs it. I'm 100% happy with it. It came out really great. So I guess I'll do some pictures, or you know, I'm not sure if this camera is going to shut off. It seems like it likes to shut itself off, but we can maybe come on over here and take a look at the inside of the amp quickly. There is the spring reverb tank is suspended by elastic. There's two printed circuit boards. There's the, let me get the light on here. There's the, over here is the JCM 800 preamp, which is a PAL 800 is the name of that. And then this is a ruthenium spring reverb driver. I had quite a pain with that. I built 5 of them before. 3 of them were bad PCBs that I bought and did not get a refund from Osh Park. So buyer beware. The capacitor is there for looks. Maybe it's doing something, probably not. There's 15 of these 18650 batteries, and then here is the power amp. That's the Chinese Class D Huji. That's where it gets the pushing the speaker, the power amp, and that cost $5 for that power amp. It's cheap Chinese stuff. So yeah, is it really 100 watts? No, obviously not. But for $5, it does what I need it to do. No, it's not a tube amp. I won't apologize for that. I build these to go in remote locations and play because I live in an apartment. So my choices are not play with headphones, play through a tiny speaker, or figure out some way to use a 12. Like my wife plays bass, I like to have her use, a couple of 10s or a 15. So in order to do that, they don't sell anything on the market. So we tried to figure out how we could do it on our own, and we figured that out. So tune in on this channel, subscribe if you'd like to see more of this content. We set the full rig up and make music. It's original stuff. We play some covers, but not much. So if you want to see it in action, I mean, forgive me, I'm not going to work up a big demo here. I can't really be playing in my apartment, just out of respect for my neighbors. So I apologize for that, but there's going to be, eventually, we're going to be going out making music with this amp. So you can check it out then. And we just haven't been doing it because of the lockdown. Quite honestly, they're building a aerial adventure theme park at the Quarries, which is the spot where my wife and I normally make our music. So that, between that and this COVID thing, and honestly, I've been home just doing electronics. I built a preamp that has 7 circuits in it, and a lot of those I rebuilt several times. One of them I rebuilt 4 times before I got something that I felt was good enough to put in there. So that was a big project. That's my wife's rig. And again, like, if that doesn't really work out, we've got gear. She's got 2 different multi-effects she can use outdoors and get really great tone with that. Or good enough, I should say. So yeah, did the amp. Took a lot longer than I had planned because I had to rebuild a bunch of stuff. We built a super bass preamp. We built a Laney preamp. There was issues with both of those. This is that M800, which I like.